Hi, my name is Ashwani Kumar. In this video, we are going to solve this GATE 2017 problem. This concept is regarding the control systems, okay, and the subconcept is the RH criteria. Okay, so while coming to the problem, a given one g of s, okay, the transfer function of this system, and is connected to a unity feedback. So here feedback is a unity. So if feedback is unity, then h of s can be taken as a 1. So and the question is, for the closed loop system shown that root locus, that is k lies in between 0 to infinity, intersects the imaginary axis for k is equal to 1.5. The closed loop of the system is stable for. So generally, while looking to this concept, here the root locus is given, okay, and intersecting the imaginary axis. So intersecting the imaginary axis means actually in the root locus concept, this y-axis we are going to take as an imaginary axis, and here the if the root locus goes like this, then it will be the intersection point of the imaginary axis like this, okay. But to find out the stability of a system, you need not to go for the root locus concept. Directly with the help of RH criteria, you can find out the stability of the system very easily. See, as per the RH criteria, first we have to get the transfer function of the characteristic equation of a transfer function, okay. So characteristic equation of transfer function. So characteristic equation means, so generally the transfer function is going to have the numerator part and denominator part. If the denominator part equals to 0, then it's nothing but the denominator part is called as a characteristic equation, okay. The denominator of transfer function is called characteristic equation. So first we will get here the closed loop transfer function of this second order system, okay. So closed loop transfer function of the second order system, general transfer function is g of s divided by 1 plus g of s into h of s. Okay, so it is a generalized closed loop transfer function of a second order system. So if you look at the denominator part, I said that the denominator part is nothing but a characteristic equation. So if you look at this denominator part, that is 1 plus g of s into h of s becomes equal to 0. So in this characteristic equation, if you observe, g of s is already given and h of s is becomes equal to 1 by why, because he said that unity feedback configuration. So here I will get that 1 plus g of s is nothing but k into s square plus 2s plus 2 divided by s square minus 3s plus 2 into h of s is 1, that becomes equal to 0. So if I simplified this expression, then what I am going to get is that, so it is expression I am going to get if I did the LCM to this one. So after getting this expression, see, just make the s square coefficient here 1 is s square coefficient, and from here I will get the k, and similarly s coefficient, so here I will get the minus 3, and from here I will get the 2k, and while coming to the constant, 2 plus 2k becomes equal to 0. So now it is the characteristic equation of the given second order transfer function. So now we are going to the main concept, that is the RH criteria. So in the RH criteria, here the maximum power is 2, so s square, s power 1 and s power 0. Okay, and what is the coefficient of s square? 1 plus k, 1 plus k, and after that alternative parts. So what is the coefficient? It is a square, and what it is the s power 0 coefficient. Why? Because it can be written as 2 plus 2k into s power 0. So s power coefficient is 2 plus 2k. So here I am writing as a 2 plus 2k. So it is a square coefficient and it is a s power 0 coefficient. And while coming to the s power, here the coefficient is minus 3 plus 2k. Okay, so now we wrote the starting step of this RH. So next one is, here nothing is there, so we have to take down 0. So this one multiplied this one, that becomes as a, here we have to write in the place of, in the column of the s power 0. So minus 3 plus 2k into 2 plus 2k minus this one into this one, that is 0 into 1 plus k. 0 into 1 plus k whole divided by this term minus 3 plus 2k. Okay, so if I am simplifying this one, what I am going to get is that this center term becomes 0, and this one both these two can cancel. So now in the place of s power 0, so only this thing is going to be remained. So that means this RH looks like, so now 2 plus 2k. Okay, so it is a final RH. So now the thing is that he is asking find out the value of k to get the system as a stable. So to get the system as a stable, the coefficients, I mean the polarities of all the first column, see it is a first column and it is a second column. Okay, so the polarities of all the first column elements must be zero, sorry, must be positive. Okay, so that means this polarity must be positive, and this polarity must be positive, and this polarity must be positive. So there should not be any sign changes if I'm moving from one element to another element in the first column. So it is the first element in the first column. So if I'm moving from here to here, it is also positive change, it's also positive, so there is no sign change. And if I'm moving from here to here, it is a positive and it is a positive, then there is no sign change. So if there is no sign change, then automatically we can say that the system is in the stable condition. So if here, if this element has to be positive, then 1 plus k must be greater than 0. I'm going for the first case, 1 plus k is greater than 0. That means k must be greater than minus 1. Fine, let it be like that, it is the first condition. So if this element has to be positive, then minus 3 plus 2k greater than 0, that means k must be greater than 1.5. It is the second condition. And while coming to the third condition, 2 plus 2k. So 2 plus 2k must be greater than 0. That means k must be greater than minus 1. Okay. So if you observe, it is the first condition, second condition, and third condition. So let's, for example, let this axis be the k. See, for k greater than minus 1, that means here somewhere I will be having the minus 1. So k greater than minus 1 means this entire region comes under as a minus 1. And while coming to the second condition, k greater than 1.5. So k greater than 1.5 means, so plus 1.5 here it locates. That means if k is greater than 1.5, that means this entire condition, the system is going to be stable. And the third one is k is greater than minus 1. It is same as the first case. Okay, first case and third case is same. So both will come like this. Now you have to observe in this graph that where the three conditions are merging, see, first condition is from minus 1 to infinity. Third condition is also from minus 1 to infinity. Second condition is from 1.5 to infinity. That means all the three conditions are merging from 1.5 to infinity. That means my system will be stable whenever the k value is greater than 1.5. Yeah. So you can go for the option that is k greater than 1.5. Okay, so you should not take this option. Here he said that from 1 to 1.5. Why? Because from after 1.5 only all the three conditions are merging, and this one also not comes. Why? Because here the k is in between 0 to 1, but my system is getting stable greater than 1.5, and here said that no positive value of k, but here we have all the positive values of k. My system is stable, that too from plus 1.5 to plus infinity, my system becomes stable. Okay, so here the answer is k is greater than 1.5. So it is a way of solving such type of problems. So with the help of RH criteria, we find out the condition of the k to get the stability of the given system. Okay, thank you.